This is an example of a volume problem that we have been working on in class. The volume of a rectangular prism is a length times width times height. And in this case, we have the volume given, which is 60, and these dimensions, x minus 1 times x minus 2 times x plus 6 equal to 60. So in order to solve for the variable, we are going to have to multiply out each one of these until we have a complete product. We need to combine these quantities and then subtract the 60 to actually solve for the variable. So piece by piece, I would FOIL the first two pieces. So if I do x times x, I get x squared, and then then I get negative 2x, then I get another negative x plus 2. And so if I simplify this, and I still have my x plus 6, if I simplify this, I have x squared minus 3x plus 2 times x plus 6 equals 6. So I have a trinomial times a binomial, which means that actually I'm going to have to just use the distributive property and multiply everything in the trinomial by x and then everything in the trinomial by 6. So if I do that, I'm going to get x cubed negative 3x squared plus 2x. So that's the x multiplied through, and then I do the 6, which would be plus 6x squared minus 18x plus 12. And that's all equal to 60. Okay, so big string of terms here. Let's simplify and combine like terms. So I end up with x cubed negative 3x squared and positive 6x squared gives me positive 3x squared, and 2x and negative 18x gives me a negative 16x, and then I have plus 12, and all this is equal to 60. So I'm going to subtract the 60 over to the left-hand side and combine it with hold on, let me write this, negative 16x. So negative 60 and 12 gives me a negative 48, and that's equal to 0. So we are going to use factor by grouping. We have 4 terms. We're going to factor, get the brush. Hopefully that'll work. So we have x cubed plus 3x squared minus 16x minus 48 equal to 0. I group off the first terms and the second terms, and I put a plus up here to remind myself it's not factored. The greatest common factor in the first group is x squared, and I'm left with an x plus 3. In the second group, given that the first term, the leading and the highest, also the highest degree term has a negative 16x, so we're going to factor out a negative 16, and we're left with x plus 3 equal to 0. The 2x plus 3's are greatest common factors of this complete sentence here. And then we're left with x squared minus 16. X plus 3 cannot be factored, but x squared minus 16 is our difference of squares case, x minus 4, x plus 4. So finally, when we solve each piece of these and we set them equal to 0, we get x is negative 3, x is 4, or x is negative 4. Given that we are using a solid figure, we cannot have a negative value for x, so the only solution would be x equals 4 for this problem. So you would say that the height is 4 minus 1, which is 3. The width is 4 minus 2, which is 2. And the length is 4 plus 6, which gives 10. So you'd have a 2 by 3 by 10. Okay, I hope this helped you understand how to solve these problems.